You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, if you're like a lot of NFL fans today, you're having to brave your way through what is an absolute horrific horror movie, horror show, scary movie event put on by the National Football League in combination with Netflix. Now, of course, the NFL, they continue to be trying to tap veins from anybody that wants to act like they're a broadcaster. Now, that Cowboys-Redskins game, look, it was a competitive game, but the broadcast around it was absolutely horrific. And I understand they went out there and tried to do a hybrid combination of, CBS Ian Eagle was calling the game, J.J. Watt, fine. Who the bleep put in there Nate Burleson? He was awful. And NFL fans have been reacting to the production, most notably the damn interviews during the game. And, by the way, that's not all I've got here. We've got Lions players that are pissing and moaning because they got to play on Christmas Day. Panay Sewell and Amon-Ra St. Brown, you got to be kidding me. We'll look at that story and look at their freaking salaries. Cry me a river. So, I said this a long time ago at 12:49 p.m. in the p.m. Netflix giving interviews during games like this is preseason. Frankly, it feels like a preseason game. This whole game has felt strange. It was extremely weird. And people absolutely hated this. I don't know whose idea it was to do this, but it was overwhelmingly rejected. Netflix doing interviews with former players in the middle of a game. Cut that shit out. Those interviews during games, nobody wants to hear former players talk during the middle of games. Netflix, oh man, yeah, I can tell you what they're not. That wasn't the Manning Cat. Look, if you want to run a separate broadcast where you decide to bring on old-ass players and talk to them, do it. Do it. I just don't want to have to consume that crap. And I can't believe it's possible that they took a Christmas Day game and however they did it, they pulled off the feat to make a standalone holiday game feel small and insignificant. Congratulations, you did it. You way to go. The Cowboys are playing. You made it feel so much smaller than anything to do with Thanksgiving. I understand these teams are out of the playoffs, but come on. These Zoom interviews are so damn trash. Who the F cleared this idea? Netflix. Shaking my head. Let's put a retard in the booth that says nothing but shitty one-liners and do mid-drive interviews. Great broadcast, Netflix. It has to be said, this Netflix broadcast is boring as it gets. Stop doing interviews with old players mid-game. I'm literally daydreaming, and on my phone, it's so boring. Netflix's NFL coverage is mimicking ESPN. That's not good. The game is secondary to conducting interviews with someone not even at the game. Can we just watch the game? This Netflix broadcast is absolute shit. We don't want extra talking and interviews during games. Stick to the play-by-play or shut the bleep up. I mean, I know it. I get it. I don't understand it. Stop the mid-game interviews, please. They're getting killed. Is it just me or is everyone sick of these in-game interviews on Christmas Day? Netflix NFL coverage is actual ass. Stop with the long-winded Zoom interviews. Again, that's the kind of shit you do during rounds 4 through 7 of the NFL draft. Not during an actual game between the Cowboys and the Redskins. Without question, Netflix has produced the shittiest NFL broadcast I've ever labored through. It's just pathetic. What the F? Who cares about these interviews? Shut the F up already. It's beyond awful. I mean, look at that, folks. And they're getting killed over stream quality, too. I noticed some people. Now, I will say this. The Lions and Vikings game feels a little better. But hell, the Lions are fighting for their playoff lives, and their mother effing players don't even want to be there. What the hell has happened to the NFL? Seriously. This is absolutely crazy. We shouldn't be ungrateful for having Christmas Day games. After all, at least we have some sort of entertainment on the TV, something to distract us from the same holiday carols playing on a loop at on your aunt's Spotify. But some Lions players don't see it that way. Amon-Ra St. Brown and offensive tackle Penei Sewell are downright pissed they have to play football while the rest of us are nursing eggnog hangovers on the couch, especially since the Lions played on Thanksgiving too. Quote, the two biggest holidays I feel like in the United States, and we played on both of them. And I don't even have kids yet. If I had kids, I'd be even more pissed. Like, you can't be spending it with your family, get to see your kids open gifts. I feel like that's something that a lot of parents love to see, and I can't wait for it. So I don't even like it. I'm not even effing father yet. So they're not happy. Penei Sewell, I'm going to be brutally honest, I'm not happy. We already have Thanksgiving. We already play on Thanksgiving. The fact that we have to play on Christmas in a way is something I wouldn't want to do. So yeah, not fun, but it is what it is. It comes with the job. I'm going to do it. So they're not happy about it. Look, I get it. They've had to play Thanksgiving and Christmas. Penei Sewell signed a 4-year, $112 million contract in April of 2024. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 4-year, $120 million contract extension. $77 million guaranteed on him, $85 million guaranteed on Sewell. Nah, man. I'm sorry. A lot of Americans would love to have that same problem you're dealing with. I can remember growing up, my dad worked oil field, and we had a couple of times we had to travel on Christmas, actually on Christmas Day. You know? I mean, we had to travel anywhere to get back home, whatever. I mean, you know, we're talking, we may be working way out somewhere in West Texas or whatever, and had to actually get on the road and drive wherever we drive back on Christmas. I mean, sorry, not sorry. I don't feel bad for you. I just don't. You got generational wealth for your family for playing the game of football. I just can't hear it. All right? I just can't hear it. Netflix. Oh, they got to do something about this. The NFL's greed has got to quit letting everybody wet their beaks in all of this. By the way, the Vikings just scored a touchdown. And this Vikings-Lions game, it feels like a little bit better production, but I don't know who they got to get involved, but if Netflix is going to continue to have these games, something's got to give because the production is just terrible. And it's my belief, and I will continue to bang this drum forever. If you're going to play holiday games and playoff games, they should be on free over-the-air antenna television. ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. No Amazon Primes, no effing Peacocks, no Netflix, none of that crap. The problem is you got these streaming services willing to pay up $150 for one damn game. between, we got one team's barely hanging on. The Lions, the Vikings are out, and the Redskins, Cowboys, shit, they both suck and they're out. I love football. It was even with the game in the balance, that game was boring as bleep earlier. I almost went there. I almost said it. Merry Christmas. Hit the like button. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you all for watching as always. Much appreciated. Be on the lookout for our new website that's coming very soon. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.